Hi, I'm Pete, and welcome to Just 2 Acres Farm. I was in the middle of welding some stuff up here in the barn, and I thought, you know, there's a topic that I'd want to talk about, and I should sit down and do it. So I'm just going to talk in this video, and it's about what it's like to be a person on YouTube, a channel of our size. What is life like? Where does the income come from? How is life changed? Well, the first thing is the business arrangement with Google, how YouTube works, because I think that is a mystery to a lot of people. If you're a creator and you get over 1,000 subscribers and over 400 hours of view time in a year, in a 12-month period, you could be monetized, and that means you get a cut of the ad revenue that comes off of YouTube. So whenever anybody says they're watching the ads, I say, thank you. That's what compensates me for my time and effort making videos, which is a lot of time. Now, my relationship with Google, who owns YouTube, is that I am a contractor, which means I have no guarantees and I have no benefits. What I get paid is based completely on how many people watch the videos and how long they watch them and how much advertisers are willing to pay to advertise on my channel. Now, Google takes care of all of that and then sends me a cut of the money every month. So subscriber count has actually nothing to do with how much money you make off YouTube. Subscriber counts are more like bragging rights to say, well, I have the bigger channel. It's views. Views make all the difference, and duration of view. Now, when it comes to my relationship to Google, it's not much of a relationship. Like I said, there's no perks. It's not like I get Google TV for free or Christmas holiday or any of that. It's completely based on whether you hustle. You have to keep hustling if you want to keep the money coming in. The next thing is that nobody knows how much money a creator makes off of YouTube except for that creator and YouTube. You see these third-party videos floating around on YouTube that says, oh, this is how much this or that creator makes. They have no idea, because how much you make is based on how many views there are in each video, how long each person views that video, and how much advertisers are willing to pay to advertise on your channel. None of the third-party websites or videos have that information. So it's a guessing game on their part. What's my experience been like on YouTube? Well, I would say it's kind of a cold experience in terms of the people I work for. They don't really have metrics, to say. It's like when you're hired for a job and you get the job description. There isn't really a job description except to make videos that people want to watch. It's not like one can figure out the algorithm and know when a video is going to hit. I have very little idea whether a video is going to hit most of the time when I put out a video. A lot of it is thumbnail and title. But keeping viewers around for the long haul in terms of getting and watching that whole video is important too. And so it's a real tricky game. And then you got to work around YouTube's rules for monetization, which says you can show certain things and you can't show other things. If you show those things, you may be able to put the video up on YouTube, but you won't get any advertiser money because advertisers don't want to advertise in the middle of gutting a pig or whatever it is that YouTube doesn't allow. I guess it's understandable in a way. So you can feel alone as a creator. And creators try to find friends in other creators that are going through the same thing. So when I talk about folks like Evan from Country View, or I've been Watch Wes work lately out in Illinois, or you kind of find creators that seem friendly and you can have some camaraderie with, kind of like a coworker. Otherwise, it can be really lonely a business. The other thing about YouTube is it's really hard to kind of make it in YouTube. A lot of people invest a lot of time and money making videos and never reach that minimum threshold to make any of that money back. It's kind of like going to Hollywood and saying you're going to be a star, and in reality, a very, very small fraction of a percentage of folks that start on YouTube ever, get there. I don't know what to say about that. You kind of got to have something unique. Is YouTube a good existence? Most of the time it is. And I started YouTube so that I could put away some money for retirement and fund my tractor hobby in part. I've always kept the farm what it was before I was on YouTube. In other words, things that make sense financially for the farm are still the same things. I'm not pouring YouTube money or contributing it into the farm. If pigs don't make sense, I say pigs don't make sense from a normal perspective without any external money coming in. And I try to keep the advice that I give on the channel along those lines. Now, YouTube has given me the cushion to, be able to retire if something bad happens, if we get injured. And it's allowed me to focus on some of the things that I love, which is old equipment, and to give my family the opportunity to travel a little bit and, afford things that they want as well as what they need. So that's nice. I would say that probably the biggest downside to YouTube has been the comments section. And I've talked about this so many times, I don't want to beat a dead horse. It basically boils down to this. As we go forward in time, it seems like conversation is becoming less and less civil, and social media is the worst. I've called it a garbage dump before. But the fact is that comments are a very small percentage of the viewership on a channel. So if a video gets 100,000 views, average it probably gets 1,000 comments. So that's 1% of the people that watch the video that are commenting. And then out of 100 comments, you'll get 99 great comments that tell you, keep going, you're doing the right thing. And then you'll get that one comment where, well, in varying degrees, it kind of knocks you off course. And of course, the one you think about the longest is that one comment. And sometimes in this climate that we're in now, they can be really bitter and personal, and you have to kind of shrug that stuff off. I think creators deal with the comments in various ways because there's a lot of psychology to it. Some don't read the comments at all, and I went that way earlier this year for a while, just to avoid it knocking them off course. Other creators try to anticipate the comments, and I don't like to see this happen where creators will anticipate they're doing something. They'll say, oh, I'm going to get comments about this, so they'll try and address them in the video. And sometimes it can take up valuable time in a video, and it's not something, I have done it before, but it's not something I like to see done on videos. I think people should be just living their life on videos and showing it the way that it really is. And then the fallout is you get those people that tell you, you should have done it this way or you should have done it that way, which brings me to the thing that happens the most, which is you do a job and you finish the job and you feel good about it, and then you put it up on YouTube and you get a whole bunch of people telling you you should have done it a different way. That's discouraging, and usually that advice is not wanted by me or by any other creator that I've ever talked to. They just want to live their life and show it on YouTube. This is not even bringing into account the really mean comments that are personal about you and your family, and those are just scary. They scare me. My attitude regarding the comments is that constructive, encouraging comments are welcome. The mean ones, I just get rid of. I choose to support a civil discourse on this channel, similar to if I were talking to a neighbor or a stranger, and eliminating that sort of parasocial relationship that people get to feel with creators, where they feel like they can come in and tell them what to do or how to live their lives. I don't buy into that at all, and I choose to limit that on this channel to promote a civil discourse in a time in the world when there is much too little civil discourse. What else did I have on my list here? I scribbled down some ideas. I guess the last thing is my advice for people starting out on YouTube. They say, oh, I have an interesting thing to show and I want to start a channel. I have a few words of advice. First, don't spend a lot of money. You can film with your phone. You can film with a GoPro. You don't need to spend a ton of money. It's the story that draws people. It's not the technical aspects, although they can help support the story. The other thing is be patient. You have to just keep plugging along and ask everybody you know to subscribe to your channel and just keep going. And hopefully it'll work out for you. You got to find the magic recipe that makes your channel work. And I guess those are the only 2 pieces of advice I have. Anyway, I hope this video provided some insight to you. Yes, we are real people. Yes, we hope to succeed on YouTube. And yes, we hope to keep our private lives. And yes, some of the negativity in the world bleeds over and bothers us. That's not the point of this video. I can rant about that elsewhere. I hope you have a good day. I'm going to get back to welding. I'll see you next time.